everywhere countrywide. Almost all Egyptian households celebrate the first day of Eid al-Fitr with a breakfast of kahk and other delightful types of cookies with tea and milk, a heartwarming long-lived tradition. Kahk is one of the delicious desserts associated with Eid al-Fitr. It is usually stuffed with ajamiyya, nuts, and also it may be plain without filling, but with some powdered sugar on top, tasting irresistibly delicious. Family and friendly gatherings have always been a common tradition in Eid al-Fitr. Adults in the family offer children money gifts that are called hadiyya, which they rejoice and save for buying toys or use for fun activities. Usually the first day of Eid belongs to the family where there are family gatherings. Then each family begins to think how they will spend their holiday. Most of them decide to travel to one of Egypt's attractions to get relaxed for the rest of the Eid al-Fitr holiday. Some Egyptian families travel to the Red Sea cities such as Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada, or to Alexandria and Sahel on the Mediterranean. Others go to gardens and parks because Eid is the time for family gatherings. Apart from the beaches, Egypt has many historical sites that tourists can visit and enjoy. Each tour is different and unique. If they go on a Nile cruise, they can visit Abu Simbel, Aswan, and Luxor in the south and enjoy the temples, tombs, and the treasures of the Nile. In the north, tourists can enjoy the pyramids of Giza, the Egyptian Museum, Saqqara, and more. In Egypt, Eid al-Fitr is not only a religious celebration but also a cultural extravaganza, drawing tourists from around the globe to partake in the vibrant atmosphere and unique traditions. The summer season adds an extra layer of allure to Egypt's already rich tapestry of history, culture, and natural beauty. From the bustling streets of Cairo to the tranquil shores of the Red Sea, Egypt offers a multitude of experiences for travelers seeking to immerse themselves in the festivities of Eid al-Fitr.
Let's enjoy this happy day. Eid al-Mubarak, come on, let's celebrate. Eid al-Sa'id, let's enjoy this happy day. Eid al-Mubarak, come on, let's celebrate, celebrate. Let's celebrate. Allah, Allah, thank you for this day.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're happy to be joined over the phone by Dr. Ibrahim Kardani, the renowned media personality, TV presenter and journalist. Dr. Kardani, good evening and happy feast.
Good evening to you, Hani. Happy feast to you. It's lovely seeing you on the screen.
Always a pleasure, sir. Dr. Kardani, now you're one of the renowned TV personality and figures. Everybody's been watching your shows for decades on
You make me feel so old.
No, not that old, not that old. But how would you rate the celebrations for many years now? Did they change? Did the younger ones change their ways of celebration? How would you rate the celebrations?
I think, Hadi, it's only a question of for me, it's just a question of crowds that has changed. People, I mean, Egypt has grown in population so much that, you know, you have to think twice before you think you want to go out anywhere because of the crowds. So my message to everybody really would be, please, if you're getting married, think twice when you will have your first child, or if you will have one child or two children at the most. Please, look at the crowds in front of us. I can't believe it.
Well, Dr. Kardani, I mean, everybody used to watch all your interviews, especially with a lot of the tourists around different landmarks here in Egypt. How would you, I mean, what do you think are tourists most interested in when they come to Egypt, especially during Eid time? Do you feel that it is a high time for foreigners and for tourists to come to Egypt? What really distinguishes Egypt during Eid time for tourists?
I think what distinguishes Egypt is the warmth of the people, frankly. People are very warm in Egypt. I've traveled the whole world, and I tell you from the bottom of my heart, there's no place like Egyptians. They really embrace foreigners. They take them in. They're very, very hospitable. It's lovely. But I would advise all foreigners, if they're in Egypt, to go to the faraway places like Siwa, like Matruh, like Dahab, like Sharm el-Sheikh, the faraway places where there would be less crowds. Because Cairo and Alexandria, it's overwhelming for them. You know, when they go out,
Yes.
too many people. So if they go out to all these places, and I've heard you talking about the shores of Alexandria, the shores of the Red Sea, we have such a beautiful place, scenery all over the place.
Yes.
It's well worth their visit.
Dr. Gerdani, now, I mean, talking professionally, now everyone is online. It's the age of social media in general. How would you rate the evolution of mass communication? Everybody's now 15, they don't have 15 minutes of fame, but really a lifetime of fame being online. How would you rate the use of social media? Everybody can be a personality. Everybody can be a TV presenter. Everyone is a blogger. How would you rate that evolution?
I think things have changed so much. You know, Hani, when we were presenting, there was only 1 or 2 channels. Then there were 3 channels only. Now, as you say, the social media has made everybody a TV personality, so to speak.
Yes.
Everybody is online. Everybody's talking to the whole world. Even I have resorted to social media. I have my Facebook, Instagram, and even TikTok, because
Wow.
it's the only way to communicate with the younger generation. And it's more difficult and it's easier in some
Yes.
ways. I teach at the university, young kids, and it's wonderful, you know, how they're using all the AI, artificial intelligence. They manage to video edit. I remember when we used to do the news, we used to spend like 4 hours editing the news bulletin, doing the montage for it. And now you can just do it in a few seconds, a few minutes on your phone. You just edit, you do the work. So times have changed. The pace has changed. People move so much faster than during our time. And like I say, this has some very good things and some things that, you know, you can't communicate with younger people the way we used to communicate. Parents find it very difficult to communicate with the children. I mean, somebody would be sitting in the next room and tell his mother, please do me a sandwich in the kitchen. I don't believe it. And it's that kind of stuff. And nostalgia for us is very important. When I was just listening now, and I saw Kulthum and Ya Lilti Eid and Istina. Wow! I mean, that was the feast for us. You just hear the song, you hear the prayers, and then came a different generation with Safa Abu Saud, with Ahlan Ahlan Bil Eid. You know, all these things, they're very deeply rooted in our memory. They are, I've traveled, like I was saying, a lot. When I'm away from Egypt during the Ramadan or the Eid, it's very painful in a way. It's the time for us to gather as family, to bring the family together, to talk to one another. And I'm telling everybody, please don't forget anybody who's on his own. Pick up the phone, use the social media, use your WhatsApp, use your Messenger, use your whatever, and reach out to everybody who is alone.
Yes. Well,
even the immigrants amongst us. We have so many immigrants who are away from their countries, who have no home, or who don't know what to do. And they all need for us to be kind to them.
yes. Well, like Dr. Gerdani is saying, please pick up the phone. You're never really too busy to pick up the phone. But one final message, one sort of message that you're sending through Nile TV, through this phone call, to all Egyptians and all Arabs around the world. Now, obviously, it is high on the agenda also very much in our thoughts, which the conflict taking place in Gaza, so it really stirs up a lot of mixed emotions. What would you have to say?
What's happening in the world is so painful. What's happening in Gaza touches us so deeply. It touches us very, very deeply. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what's going to happen. But all I know is that I'm grieving for the Palestinian people very much. I think we need to have a stance, to be one with them, to show, I mean, the whole world, the Western world is standing up with Palestine. All the world is realizing the pain and anguish they're going through. But I would like also to send a message like you're saying. Look at the Palestinians living in tents. And today, by chance, I met some immigrants from southern Sudan as well, here in Egypt. And they were sleeping on the doorstep of our building. And they say we have nowhere to go. It's very painful. It's very, very painful what's happening to the whole world around us.
Yes.
And all we can do is to be benevolent, to try and understand, to accept, to take in. We have our own problems. We are overstuffed with our own people and our own public and their needs. But we also need to balance things and try very hard to always be kind.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Dr. Ibrahim Al-Kirdani, the renowned media personality, TV presenter and journalist. Thank you very much and happy feast, Dr. Kirdani. Always a pleasure to have you with us over the phone. Let's go for this very nice tune and we'll be right back.
أجمل فرحة تجمع شمل قريب وبعيد سعدنا بيها بيخليها سعدنا بيها بيخليها ذكرى جميلة لبعد العيد العيد فرحة وأجمل فرحة العيد فرحة وأجمل فرحة تجمع شمل قريب وبعيد سعدنا بيها بيخليها سعدنا بيها بيخليها ذكرى جميلة لبعد العيد غنوا معانا غنوا قولوا ورانا قولوا غنوا معانا غنوا قولوا ورانا قولوا كتر يا رب في أعيادنا وافرح فيها البركة وزيد جانا العيد أهو جانا العيد جانا العيد أهو جانا العيد أهلا أهلا بالعيد
That was obviously very nostalgic, and you can tell by the video clip. Many generations used to watch this daily over the holiday and the Eid feasts. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're joined over the phone by Dr. Mohammed Sabreen, the writer and journalist. Dr. Sabreen, happy feast and good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Happy Eid Iftar for you also and to all of your audience.
Dr. Sabreen, now, I mean, you're a journalist and everybody's really covering the Eid celebrations. Everybody started posting their pictures and videos if they traveled, family pictures, and also TV channels are covering Eid celebrations all over the country. How would you say the coverage in terms of journalism and mass media, how has the coverage changed nowadays from, let's say, a few decades ago?
I think, we have to take into account, the social media and how is, WhatsApp and Facebook and all other mediums are actually taking a big share to connect people. And I think, the traditional mass media must, adapt to the new reality and also to try to reach the new generation and with its coverage.
Dr. Sabreen, do you feel that some of the traditions change? I mean, definitely there are some traditions that have been, really Egyptians have followed religiously over centuries, if not decades. But do you feel that now the way to celebrate has differed than what it used to be?
I think, given the fact, every one of us do have relatives who are living abroad and also friends who are living, outside of the country. So the connections and, the new way of connections is make it much easier to connect and receive, this kind of solidarity and wishes of happy days and everything.
Well, Dr. Sabreen, now, how would you say, I mean, everybody, as a journalist, everybody really tries to cover the ongoing developments in different conflicts and different issues around the world. How difficult is it as an editor-in-chief to choose and pick the articles and everything that's being written concerning aid, and also at the same time covering all the developments taking place?
I think what we are seeing right now is, some kind of revolution of, materials and analysis and views and, the ordinary people and different point of views. So it is you have to at least try to cover and to listen to different views and try to reflect this diversity of opinion and also attitudes and whatsoever.
Yes. Well, Egypt is now witnessing a lot of new cities, a lot of new smart cities, definitely a lot of villages in the countryside under the Decent Life initiative. All the villages and small towns have been refurbished, basically having a facelift. Do you think that now is a time they would baptize it with new ways of celebrating the Eid?
Yeah, I think, it is very important what is going on in Egypt with this huge, major project trying to uplift, the countryside. Precisely around 60% of population who are living in these small towns and villages who are deserving, to live at the same standard and to be fulfilled their wishes. And I think, the gap is no longer bigger between, the big cities or, small cities. With all these things, we have witnessing a revolution in the way of life and aspiration. And, the world is a very small village, and, people are no longer having what they call it the cultural gap between, the center and, the faraway parts of any country.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Dr. Mohammed Sabreen, the editor-in-chief of Al-Akhbar Al-Yawm, the renowned writer and journalist. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the sunny beaches of the Mediterranean or the Red Sea, or enjoying the calm and serene streets of Cairo during Eid, I'm sure you will be having a very good time. Let's check out this report and we'll be right back.
Let's enjoy this happy day. Eid Mubarak, come on, let's celebrate. Eid Saeed, let's enjoy this happy day. Eid Mubarak, come on, let's celebrate.
Egypt's Grand Mufti Shawqi Alam announced on Monday evening that Wednesday, April 10, 2024 will be the first day of Eid al-Fitr in Egypt. The new crescent was not sighted after the sunset on Monday. Said Alam announcing that the 9th of April will be the last day of the holy month of Ramadan, the 10th month of the Islamic calendar. Employees in both the public and private sectors throughout Egypt will have a paid holiday from April 9th to 14th to celebrate Eid al-Fitr, which marks the end of the holy month of Ramadan in the Muslim calendar. The paid holiday will be granted to employees working in ministries, government institutions, public authorities, local administration units, public sector companies, and public business sector companies. For employees in the private sector, Sunday, April 14th, will be deducted from their annual holiday entitlement. Meanwhile, the Central Bank of Egypt has announced that banks operating in Egypt will be closed from Tuesday, 9th of April to Sunday, 14th of April to celebrate Eid al-Fitr. This year, Ramadan in Egypt and other countries lasted 30 days, with Eid al-Fitr starting Wednesday. The 3-day Eid al-Fitr is one of the 2 religious holidays in Islam, along with the 4-day Eid al-Adha, which falls on the 10th day of Dhul Hijjah, the 12th month of the Islamic calendar. A low-pressure system hit Egypt this week, bringing with it decrease in temperatures by 3 to 4 degrees Celsius across most parts of the country, along with cold air masses during night time, giving a winter-like feel, a perfect temperature for Eid al-Fitr. The Egyptian Meteorological Authority said that on Tuesday, in the northern regions of the country and some areas in Greater Cairo will witness light to moderate rains in parts of northern Upper Egypt. These conditions will persist through Wednesday, with improvement expected starting from Thursday. Cairo and Nile Delta will see highs of 28 degrees and lows of 15 throughout the weekdays.
أنت هدية من الله لنا بعد انتظارنا لك طول السنة فيك السرور والهنا حمدا لك يا ربنا عيد سعيد Let's enjoy this happy day عيد مبارك Come on let's celebrate عيد سعيد Let's enjoy this happy day عيد مبارك Come on let's celebrate Celebrate Let's celebrate Allah Allah Thank you for this day
Feeling so good, smiles and greetings everywhere. Eid Mubarak to everyone out there. Whole families together and celebrate. Today's the day, so come on, no time to waste. Sometimes the world takes us so far, though miles apart. Today you're in my heart, 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 heart.
عيد سعيد Let's enjoy this happy day عيد مبارك Come on let's celebrate عيد سعيد Let's enjoy this happy day عيد مبارك Come on let's celebrate Celebrate Let's celebrate Allah Allah Thank you for this day إلهي يا الله let's enjoy this happy day. Eid Mubarak, come on, let's celebrate. Eid Saeed, let's enjoy this happy day. Eid Mubarak, come on, let's celebrate. Eid Saeed, let's enjoy this.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and the great actress, TV and film actress Samira Abdulaziz actually wanted to call and send her Eid greetings and best wishes to all of you. Joining us now is Samira Abdulaziz. كل سنة وحضرتك طيبة أستاذة.
وانتوا طيبين، كل سنة وانت طيب.
تحبي حضرتك تقولي ايه للجمهور بتاعنا اللي بيتفرج على حضرتك دلوقتي؟
عايزة اقول لهم مصر جميلة من أجمل بلاد العالم، نحافظ عليها كلنا ونفديها بحياتنا. بلدنا جميلة نحافظ عليها. أوصيكم كل واحد يحافظ على المكان اللي هو فيه، ودايما لما يعمل مكالمات أو محادثات يعدد فضائل مصر علينا. ربنا يحفظها يا رب ويحميها من كل معتدي
يا رب. كل سنة وحضرتك طيبة يا أستاذة سميرة، ويا رب السنة الجديدة والعيد ده يكون مليان فرحة وبهجة وصحة وكل اللي نفسك تتمنيه. وحشتينا جدا وعايزين نشوف حضرتك قريب على الشاشة.
إن شاء الله هكون معاكم والحمد لله، وكل سنة وانتم طيبين جميعا فرد فرد.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Samira Abdulaziz, the renowned TV